Brian Stelter over on CNN he's really sick of a different war, not the war in Ukraine. He's sick of the culture war. You know, these Republicans, these conservatives, they just keep pushing their ridiculous culture war agenda. Such trivial issues don't matter at all. They're on the wrong side of history. You know, those Republicans, they don't even want to trans the kids.
When the media calls it a culture war battle, isn't that the wrong frame for this? It's not a culture war to talk about equal rights for everybody in a country. I mean, I guess it is, but this is, especially when there's a real war raging in Europe, I'm getting tired of the culture war frame.
I'm getting tired. This isn't a culture. Why are we calling it a culture war? We're just right. That's what he's saying, right? When the left and squishy Republicans, when they come out and they say, oh, enough with the culture war, what they're saying is, give the radical left everything they want. They never tell the left enough with the culture war. They never say, hey, left, stop killing all those babies and radically redefining marriage and chopping up people's bodies and transing the kids. Maybe stop doing that. It's only at the conservatives, who are not the belligerents in the culture, or they're not the attackers in the culture war. Who started the culture war? By definition, it's not the conservatives. The conservatives are trying to conserve the old standards. It's the left that came in and said, hey, we're going to completely change our understanding of sex and human relationships and family and marriage and reproduction and babies and human nature itself. We're going to radically change all of that, and we're going to let hulking, husky dudes walk into the girls' changing room. And if you have any problem with that, man, I don't know, you got some weird hang-up. You're just a crazy culture warrior. Enough with the culture war. Just lie down and accept what we tell you to do. No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will. This issue seems to have broken through in a way that marriage and some of the other culture war issues in the past have not. This issue of transing the kids, it has turned parents into a voting bloc. Parents who were liberal or independent or even center left, they have realized, I don't want little Johnny to be told by his first grade teacher that he's little Jane. I'm going to vote against this crap. But that hubris, I mean, I guess this is the running thread. This hubris of the left, they're so confident of their own ideology that in the long run their ideology will prevail, that no amount of failure or human devastation will convince them otherwise. This is true of the sort of globalist liberal establishment too. You look at the debacle in Iraq, the debacle in Afghanistan, the debacle in Egypt, the debacle in Libya, it was a debacle in Syria, though it actually could have gone worse. And after all of that, the globalist adventurists will tell you, well, it'll work next time. They're still so confident. Oh, it didn't work because of this. Oh, this thing went wrong. Oh, this. But don't worry, my ideology of global markets and peace and harmony and utopia, it's going to work next time. Let's do it. Let's ratchet up the tension in Ukraine. It'll work. It's what you often hear from the liberals, right? Which is an implicit, who cares if it works in practice? Does it work in theory? Abortion leads to horrible outcomes for everyone involved and for society. We've now got a dying population. You've got lots of depressed women who have been, in many ways, duped, certainly enticed into committing this horrible act. You've got 1 million dead babies a year almost, 60 million dead babies since Roe versus Wade. And what? And they just keep doing it. Marriage, family, totally collapsed. Poor little kids now going on cross-sex hormones, mutilating their bodies, permanently disfiguring themselves. You look at all that carnage, they say, no, don't worry, just a little bit more of this. It'll work next time. Cut it out with your culture war, saying no to this. No, it's really easy for conservatives to push back. It takes a little tiny bit of courage, but to overcome just the liberal establishment, but the people are on our side here. I get the GOP's fears of these things. You saw it with the letter that they wrote about Ketanji Jackson, the Supreme Court nominee. They say, just let this one go through, basically. Just don't get too, they're going to call us racist. Hey, let's just cool it here, okay, guys? Just don't buy it. Don't give them an inch. They've gone so far. Their views are so toxic. We are doing so well in the polls right now. The people are so disgusted by Democrats' failures on every single issue. Keep pushing, conservatives. Stand your ground.